What's up?
What's happening?
It's your girl Amanda.
It's Snoop.
Mouth for the South.
And it is time to unpack. Okay, guys, y'all know what it is. We have another conversation starter. Today, we are talking about a man having a say-so with a woman wanting to have an abortion. What do you guys think? Y'all make sure you comment below and tell us what you guys think. So, off rip, I think a man has a say-so if he is worthy of that. Now, I know what you guys are going to say. Was he worthy enough to, yeah, I get it. I definitely get that. But at the same time, if I know he's not going to do whatever he is supposed to do for the child, he's not going to have the last say-so. Now, if you guys have been following me on Unpacked Bags, you guys will know that I have had an abortion myself. I've had that before, and I did talk to that guy about the situation, and we did agree together. He definitely had a say-so because he was very mature, very responsible. We definitely had an adult conversation about the whole thing, so I felt that he did have a say-so in it. Now, because we agreed to actually do that, I didn't run into having to worry about me wanting it and he not wanting it and all that kind of stuff. So I don't actually know how that feels to be in that situation, but I do think the man should definitely have a say-so. Now, you should watch what you're doing and who you're doing it with so you don't run into those things.
I think the guy should have a say-so in it. I think it's something that y'all have agreed to do that in the first place, so I feel like that comes with the territory. Y'all having sex. Babies can happen just as y'all having sex unprotected. So I feel like at the point that y'all have done that, it should be something that's like, okay, if I do this, I could possibly have a baby. But let me tell you, I don't want to, And maybe that's not understood.
You don't want a baby?
Yeah, I don't want to have a baby.
Okay.
And then the girl still lay down with him, unprotected, and still no. It's like, where does it go from here? Because this has happened now, and I told you I didn't want it. So now if I'm not around, how are you gonna treat me, put me on child support, this and that? When I told you up front, I don't want to have it. Now I can't take responsibility. Say I'm not gonna go in you unless I have protection, But it's almost like, okay, you didn't tell me to put on one. I didn't take responsibility to put on one. Now it's all in your park now, even though I said I didn't want one. So I think the man has to say so. Needs to have a say so in that.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I'm glad you said that because it's a whole lot of accountability that needs to go into that. Of course, not only for the woman, and that's why I do believe the man should get a say-so because, like you said, just in situations with life, we move through phases quickly. You out, you having a good time, and something pop off. In that situation like that, you have to ask yourself, know who you are. Know who you are. Know how you move. Mm-hmm. If I go through that and this happens to me, am I going to be okay with doing this by myself? Because one, you might not even got his number and you don't know who he is. He done moved on through life. Or two, he done told you he didn't want to be a dad. Mm. And I don't think you can't make anybody be a father. That's something that you just have to want to be. Mm-hmm. And a child being here isn't going to change that, as we've seen lots of times.
It does not change.
Yeah, if I had to add anything to what you just said, really to piggyback off of, is like, if you think having a child is going to keep him there,
that doesn't.
It's shown
I want to ask the ladies a question.
Him there.
Yeah, but even for the ladies, like when we know these things, why do we continue to go? Like, why do we continue? Now, don't get me wrong. I know some people who just are against abortion, and I'm not saying anything negative about them. I'm sure I may even get backlash for me saying that I've had an abortion before. But why do you continue, besides the belief of not aborting? Mm-hmm. Why do you guys think that women do that though? Like, I don't really know. I mean, I know you guys are not women, but what's up with that though? You know what I'm saying? Is that still love and hurt and trying to make something happen? You know what I'm saying?
That may be
what's your thought process on that?
That kind of, I guess, maybe the relationship they have with that person. It could be maybe something spiteful, which I have no idea why you would have a baby out of spite with somebody. but it could be something
It happens.
spiteful.
It does. It does.
It could be maybe they trying to trap, you know what I'm saying, keep a guy because he's got this status going on. Like as long as I'm attached to him, like it can be numerous of things to why. But outside of the reason of it's just gonna benefit me. Am I ready for this? It's what I'm doing is you doing it not for you though. So that's what I don't understand about it. Like you should put yourself first. Like okay, take everybody out the equation. Am I okay with this? Like you said. And what can I prosper? Is the child gonna come up in a good environment? Am I gonna struggle? You know, so I feel like you should take all that into consideration when trying to have a baby. You know, or laying down with somebody that you may have a baby with.
Okay.
So
what do you think?
It definitely. I mean, even as me, like as somebody who's as somebody who is obviously I can't have natural children, but that is important to me to be with a man that wants to have kids. I'm surrounded by children all the time, even if they're not my own. I've got nieces, I've got nephews, my friends' children. So why would I want a man that doesn't like being around children? That's not. Check out episode 1 of our new season because we talked about being equally yoked.
Absolutely.
That's my soul doesn't speak that language, and that's almost like a deal breaker for me. If I'm like having a conversation with a dude and he's like, I don't like kids, or I'm like, okay, well, cool. I really don't think we're gonna be the best for each other because you can't tell me this is early on and literally like every day I'm surrounded by children almost like. Yeah. Cool, it's definitely them over you.
Yeah.
I don't care how good that we as adults, especially nowadays, we get caught up in how good stuff feels.
Oh yeah.
Right then and there. And we don't think about that piece after and a year later and 5 years from later. And like Cope said, like shit, if anything, if a man has, told you he doesn't want a child, you should just ask yourself like, am I prepared to give this child the best that I can give? Great parents aren't rich. We've seen poor great parents and horrible rich ones. Are you ready to try to be the best parent that you can be, especially if you're gonna be doing it alone?
Because it's a possibility.
It's
It's definitely a possibility. So you guys, let us know what you think. Y'all know what it is. It's a conversation starter. So let's talk about it. If y'all want to hear more opinions about relationships, about anything between a man and a woman and holding in that kind of baggage, make sure you catch us on, y'all know how to stutter. Catch us on Spotify and all podcast platforms, okay? You guys can You guys can check us out on Scatter Sites Entertainment as well for all other podcasts. Our team is great, okay? We definitely have a lot of stuff to talk about. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check us out on Instagram. We got a lot of stuff going. You can check Cope here out at Just Copeland or Tyrese here, Mr. Snoop here at Res Vision, okay? Comment below what you guys think and let us know what else you want to hear from us, okay? It's Unpacked Bags. Now go be great.